Well, happy National Paul Bunyan Day. Not sure what I can do for that except for roll my sleeves up to honor the old man. The Biden administration leaked Donald Trump's medical information concerning when he had COVID. They're saying that his COVID was actually much more extreme than what was led on to by the White House. But my concern is, what the hell do they care? One. Two, you guys all need to read up on your HIPAA rights because his were violated. Baby Cuomo's in trouble. His top aide and whistleblower admits that they were covering up true nursing home deaths to avoid a possible investigation by the FBI. It's nice to see that there's a state that still has some kahunas, and that is Utah. Utah has said no to having transgender men in women's sports. Good for them. It doesn't make any sense. You can't be pro-women, which the left claims to be, and then kick them down by having a biological male competing against them. It doesn't work. Now, this is bad, even for Nancy Pelosi. She did not let a New York rep who was newly elected, she did not let that woman's son, who is a naval captain, to her swearing-in ceremony. And when called out on Twitter about it, she just pulled the whole January 6th Capitol raid card. Some more Biden administration nonsense. So people can't come into the United States from other countries without a negative COVID test. Okay, but now he's letting thousands and thousands of undocumented, untested immigrants into the United States. How does that work? Who else thinks that Mark Cuban is looking freaky these days? Like Zuckerberg freaky. And actually, you know, he's so jealous of Trump. He's so envious of what Trump has been able to achieve. He is so hateful. And the Biden administration saying, we totally agree why you don't want to play the national anthem. That is supposed to be the leader of the free world. And he's saying, I get why you don't want to play the national anthem. Disgusting. A 36-year-old orthopedic surgeon died just recently after receiving the COVID vaccine. They say he died of MIS, which is multi-system inflammatory syndrome. He is not the first case that I have heard of that. It's basically where your entire body becomes inflamed and in turn your organs shut down, organ failure. It's very sad. And what's not happening enough is there's not enough exposure to the fact that there are real issues that can come from these vaccines. From what I'm reading, he did not have any underlying health conditions. And he's young. It's just a real shame. If the only thing that you think of when you think of the state of Utah is the show Big Love, think again. It's a beautiful state. It's really the outdoors men or outdoors women's dream. And actually, they have the most badass laws coming out recently. I talked about Utah earlier, but now I'm going to tell you this. If you're over the age of 21, you can concealed carry in the state of Utah. You no longer have to apply for a permit. All right, you guys, NFL Super Bowl stats are in, and they are losing young viewership like crazy. Over the past 9 years, young viewership has gone down 50%. We need more of this. I personally told you guys that we canceled our NFL ticket last season because we no longer want to see these grotesque displays of promoting that there is systemic racism, when I truly believe that 2 years ago we didn't have an issue with racism. It was created by the left to make moves against law and order. I'll leave you with good news for Kyle Rittenhouse. The judge denied the third request for an additional arrest.